Hey guys, thanks for coming to my channel. My name is Nicola. Today I've got a nice cool down for you. This is something you could do at the end of a workout. You could also do this before a workout, like a warm-up. And it also basically is a workout on its own. It's kind of a yoga-based cool down. And if you just had 20 minutes and you wanted to do something good for your body, this would totally classify as a workout in my opinion as well. So I hope it's useful for you, and thanks so much. Okay, so we're starting at the base of the mat. We're going to just settle into our feet, keep a little micro bend in your knees, connect with your abdominals through a few deep breaths, and when you're ready, you're going to float the arms up to the ceiling, and as you exhale, just gently tipping back into a big extension. And letting the arms float back down. And again, arms float. And we go back, opening through the abdominals and the chest. And letting those arms float back down. Two more. Arms float. And we're leaning back gently. And letting that go. And last one. Big extension through the spine. And letting that go. I'm going to nod the chin here. Roll down, keeping that little bend in the knees. And we're walking out to a plank. Now in this plank, you have options. If it doesn't feel good to be in a full plank, you can put your knees down here. We're going to hold this plank, take a big breath in. When we're ready, we're going to bring the right leg forward into a lunge. Again, if you don't like this lunge, you can put the knee down for extra support in your base. I'm going to hold the full lunge. We're taking the right arm, we're floating it up, twisting it up to the ceiling. And let's bring that back down. Some dynamic movement here, opening through the chest on the other side. This creates a little bit of a balance issue. And bringing that hand down. Let's go over to the right again. And hand goes back down and to the left. And hand coming back down. Now if you still have your knee up, we're going to all lower the knee down, untuck the toes, coming to our standing low lunge. From here, let's bring the arms back overhead, finding that nice extension. You may get an extra stretch in the front of your hip. We're breathing into the front of the hip. Let's do one more breath there. Now staying nice and tall here in your low lunge. Take your left hand, wrap it around your right thigh, so we're getting into a twist. And if you feel like you can, reach back to the left ankle or foot or toe and get into a quad stretch. We're just holding here and breathing. Focusing on stability. Tall in your spine. Maybe see if you can go 1 millimeter more over towards the right in your twist. We're going to gently let go of the back leg and undo that twist. Place your hands back on the floor. Bring your knees back. So now both knees are on the floor, and if you'd like to, you're going to reform your plank or keep your knees down. And now the left foot is going to step forward into our lunge. Make sure you feel really strong in this base before you do anything. If you're going to lower the knee, go ahead and do that now. And we're onto our dynamic twisting. First we go towards the bent knee, placing the hand down, and then the other way. Squeezing at the shoulder blade here of that top arm. And then placing the hand back down. Let's do that one more time. Opening the chest. getting a nice twist, and back down, and over to the other side. This side is more work because we have to stabilize more. Doesn't feel quite as natural. And placing that hand back down. Now everyone's gonna undo the knee, bringing it to the floor, untuck your toes, come up into a strong lower lunge. And from there, let's just go back into that little bit of extension. Arms are overhead. We feel that length in the front of the right thigh now. Trying to slow the breathing. Stay tall here. And you still have a little activity in the abdominals, so you're not hanging through your lower spine. Bring the arms down, take the right hand around the left thigh, and if you want to, you grab onto that back ankle and get into the quad. This can be really intense. So only go in there if it feels good. Otherwise, you just leave the leg alone and you focus on the twist. And we're just breathing into the front of the thigh. Trying to focus on stability and slowing our heart rate, slowing the breath. And let's let that go. Placing your hands back down again. Going to reform our plank, nice and strong. If you have your knees down, that's okay, just be nice and square. Hands are right under shoulders. The hands are far enough apart that we can step a foot between them. We're gonna take the right foot, step it up between the hands, hang out here for just a moment, breathing. And then we're gonna extend the front leg, finding our hamstrings. You might take it straight or just shy of straight with a little micro bend in the knee. We're breathing, we're nice and strong in our base here. And then let's rock forward back to a square front leg and back into that hamstring lengthening. And again, rocking forward. And last one here, extending through that hamstring. Be a really big stretch. Bending gently through that knee. Place your hands down and come back to plank. Let's go with the left leg. Bringing the left leg forward. Make sure you're feeling really strong in this base. Go up on your fingertips and extend the front leg. If you want to, you can come up and bring your toes up. I try to keep my feet down, it's just a little bit less intense. And we're breathing into the back of the leg. Hamstrings are really active right now. And we're gonna come forward and move through this motion, bent to extend. And again. Breathing into any intensity you feel in that muscle. And last one. And letting that go. Reform your plank one more time. Dropping the knees. Let's come into child's pose. Breathing. Feeling your abdominals moving with breath. Noticing your rib cage expand. Ragdoll your way back up to your knees, coming back to standing. We're coming into a wide leg. You're gonna have your toes facing forward. We're gonna just wake up the abdominals. Try to visualize that your torso is all the same length on all sides of your torso, front, back, and sides, all the same length. We're going to gently clasp the hands behind us and hinge forward, and then round down. Head is down nice and low. The hands are reaching away from the back. You're squeezing at the shoulder. Breathing. This can be really intense in the shoulders. Try to picture your shoulder blades going towards each other. Little tiny micro bend in the knees here. And we're breathing. And let's gently let the hands rest back on your lower back. Round your spine and then come to a flat spine and hinge up using your glutes and hamstrings. Hands come forward, shake them out, and we're going over into a deep side lunge, placing your hands on the floor. Come through center over to the other side. Dynamically move here from side to side, taking your time, feeling your inner thighs and your groin as we move through, slow and controlled. We want to keep that pinky toe on the mat. So we're not going to let the foot come up on the edge. We want to keep the foot planted. And the abdominals are with us. Moving through, one more to this side. And then we're going to bring this left leg down. So now I've got my right leg extended, my left knee is bent on the mat. Hands are placed out in front of you. Let's lengthen the spine there. You're going to sway forward. And then bend your elbows and come down to the mat. And coming back up, pressing through the hands, sway forward. And bending at the elbows. And again. And back. And last one. And back. Gently come to both knees. And send the left leg out long, keeping the right knee bent. Hands are placed out. Find that long spine first. Sway the weight forward through the wrists. And then exhale, bend the elbows. Come down. Reach forward. And back down. Reach. And back. And let's do that one more time. Both knees, make your way onto your back. And let's just draw both knees into the chest, rounding up like a little ball. And then gently rocking side to side, rolling around on your lower back. Side to side, a little bit of a massage for your lower back. And then let's go forward and back, just moving the thighs close to you and away from you. And let's go for circles with the thighs. It's like you're stirring a pot with your femurs. And let's go the other way, stirring around. Your sacrum stays on the floor here. Feet come down. Let's cross the arms over like eagle arms in yoga. Just go as far as you can. If your shoulders are really tight, it's going to be difficult like mine. But we're going to hold here in the eagle arms and just breathe. And now we're going to start to move the elbows downwards towards your hips a little bit. And then gently back up. It's just an inch, down an inch, and up an inch. Moving through the shoulder blades on the back. There can be some seriously sore spots here, so just being gentle with your shoulders. And let's do 2 more like that. Up and down gently. Let that go, let your arms go wide for a moment, and then you switch it up. Whichever direction you went the first time, you adjust. I can barely get this one. here. Hang out there for a moment, let your shoulders settle. And then we move the elbows up and down. Just an inch. Let's do one more. And letting that go. Arms go wide. Let's bring our ankle up to our knee. Let's go right ankle on top of left knee. If you get a good stretch here, you're going to stay here. If you want to bring the leg up, you're going to keep your pelvis heavy, keep your sacrum heavy, and then bring the left leg up into tabletop. Just breathing into your right glute. One more breath there. And then gently letting that left foot come down, switching it up to the other side. Start with just the ankle over the knee and opening into that external rotation. If that feels like a huge stretch, stay there and work with it. If not, get heavy in your pelvis and bring the right leg to tabletop, increasing the stretch. Down, turning onto your side, and carefully coming up to seated. Seated however you want to be. So I'm going to go cross-legged. You can have your legs out. You could be up on a cushion, whatever feels good. I'm going to clasp my hands behind me, squeezing at the shoulder blade. I'm going to reach my chest up and breathe. Lean forward slightly, trying to lift my hands away from my bum. Continuing to squeeze the shoulder blades. Again, this can be really intense, and if your hands just won't leave your hips, that's okay. Let's do one more stretch there, one more breath there. Letting those arms go, shake it out, roll through your shoulders. And let's go both directions, just getting those shoulder blades mobilizing. We're going to finish with the neck. Drop your chin to your chest. Stay really tall in your spine. Look over to your right shoulder. Let the right ear drop behind you. Your chin goes up to the ceiling, glides through to the other side. Your left ear goes behind your left shoulder. Look at your left shoulder and drag the chin back to center. Let's go again. Looking at the right shoulder, going behind the right shoulder, the chin is up in the air. Ear goes behind the left, looking to the left shoulder, coming through center. Let's go the other way. Look to the left. Then the left shoulder drops, the chin goes to the ceiling and it comes through. Right ear behind right shoulder, look at your right shoulder, come back through center. Last one to the left, and up and around. Looking at your right shoulder finish, come down to chin to chest, feeling the back of your neck lengthening. And then let's go all the way up into a gentle extension. Place your hands on your chest and pull down. You're going to feel a big pull through the front of your neck and your chest. And letting that go, letting your head rest back on your spine. Reach your neck nice and long and tall. And letting that all go. So that's a great little cool down. You could also substitute it for a warm up. I hope that that's helpful for you, and thank you so much for joining me. Have a great day.